Hi, my name is Paul Pasolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and ivymasters.com. Today we're going to look at Test 1, Section 2, number 44, which reads, because today's students can expect to hold multiple jobs, some of which may not even exist yet during our lifetime, studying philosophy allows them to be flexible and adaptable. One thing you might notice here is they start the sentence with because. A lot of you may have heard, even in school, from your English teachers, you cannot start a sentence with because. Here you see, the sentence starts with because. So professional authors will start about 10% of their sentences with conjunctions. Because is just an example of a conjunction. There's actually nothing wrong with it. Sometimes students get questions wrong on the SAT because they think that a sentence cannot start with because, and the correct answer actually starts with because. Here, the because is not underlined, so it's not a matter of starting the sentence with it or not. That's just an FYI. What is this testing? If we look at our answer choices, we see that our answer choices are all pronouns. So whenever you see a pronoun, you want to identify what's called the antecedent. What's the antecedent? The antecedent is the noun that the pronoun refers to or replaces. So if I say, Johnny went to the movies and he bought popcorn. Well, he is the pronoun. How do we know? Because it replaces a noun. What noun does it replace? He replaces Johnny. So we know that Johnny is the antecedent. So whenever you see a pronoun, you have to identify the antecedent. And you should be able to read with the antecedent in place of the pronoun, and it should make perfect sense. And if it doesn't, then you know there's something wrong with it. Okay. So looking at this sentence, I'll read it one more time, at least up until lifetime. Because today's students can expect to hold multiple jobs, some of which may not even exist yet, during our lifetime. So one thing about this sentence that's going to simplify it is you see a phrase between dashes. Whenever you see a phrase between dashes or parentheses, you could take it out. It's going to simplify the sentence for you, and usually it'll help you to find the answer. And when it's between commas, oftentimes you can take it out, but commas are ubiquitous. They're just everywhere. So you've got to see if the phrase between commas could be taken out. But when I take out that phrase, you have to think during whose lifetime? The antecedent is students. It's during the student's lifetime. So students is third person. Our is first person. And so is ours. So actually, there's just our there. But it's not first person. Students, you'd say first person is I, me, our, we. Second person is you. Third person's he, she, or plural would be they, them. Students would be third person. Now, once is singular, so that's not going to be correct either. And remember, if you read with the antecedent in place of the pronoun, it should make sense. So during the student's lifetime, that does not change the meaning of the sentence, so you know that the antecedent is in fact students. Sometimes students get hung up on his or her. Well, his or her, we would use that if we're referring to something singular. If you say someone, which would be considered singular, should put his or her drink on the counter or something like that, that would be considered singular as well. And there, as I'm sure you know, is plural. So it would read without the phrase between dashes, because today's students can hold multiple jobs during their lifetime. Studying philosophy allows them to be flexible and adaptable. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You could share it with someone who has trouble with pronoun-antecedent agreement, or you could tag them in the comments. If there's any question you'd like to see from an official SAT or ACT or PSAT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.